Okay, this is just a quick tutorial for occult players playing clap kite. It depends, or let me just preface this. The occult playstyle is dependent on how the caller wants it to be played. So this is just a general, by default sort of situation on how it should be played. So one, obviously we want to be in a good position. That goes for any role, whether you're DPS, your support, but especially as an occult as well, right? We want to make sure that we're a good distance behind the caller, and more importantly, we're a good distance behind our DPS. So if my DPS are about this distance, facing northwest, this is our caller, facing northwest, as an occult, I'm going to be slightly behind them. Why is that? So for my DPS, they're going to be using boots forward. They're going to drop damage forward, and then they're going to boots back. And so by being behind them, we're able to drop the occult behind them, and they're able to use the entire length of the occult. Now, when do we drop the occult for kiting? Ideally, it's right after we drop damage. So it'll be DPS, northwest in 3, 2, 1. E's are popping, and then we occult in the kite direction. And now, generally, that's directly behind us. You need to be aware of the map. You need to make sure we're looking for obstacles, but usually it is behind us. So it'll be DPS northwest in 3, 2, 1. They drop E's. We occult behind us. We pop boots. We ride to the end of the occult. We sit here, pop royal jacket, pop assassin hood. Now, generally, we're able to get away with just one distance worth of occult. So let's just review that really quick. We boom, we pop occult. We use our boots to run along the occult. The boots of valor. You could use refreshing sprint as well. Boots of valor are just a safe choice, so you're less likely to get CC'd on the way. We come to the end of the occult. We pop the royal jacket. Right, you might have to wait, half a second, 1 second at most, for the rest of the DPS to be there, but we want to pop Royal Jacket at the end of the occult, and then we pop Assassin Hood immediately after. We want to maximize our cooldowns here. And another thing you'll notice is I'm standing still. One thing that we see too much of on the Royal Jacket users is this sort of like circle thing or a little squiggly thing happening. The reason that's bad is because some DPS are going to walk in and out of it, or you're going to walk in and out of DPS as they're cycling. So if I just do this sort of thing and I'm just kind of going like this, being all squiggly, you can see that, on the screen, I'm literally walking out of where some people could be. So we want to make sure we're being still with that. Now, that's just one occult distance. And like I said, if we look at where we were from where we ended up, that's right here. And we ended up way down here, right? That's a lot of distance. So let's have a look if we need to use multiple E's, or, continue to kite. Wait for my jack to come back up. And again, I'm right behind the DPS. DPS are hitting northwest in 3, 2, 1. Boom, they drop damage. We occult southeast. I boot. I wait till the end of the occult. I pop E. We need to keep kiting, keep kiting, keep kiting. Keep moving south, keep moving southeast, keep moving southeast. I'm at a safe distance away. I pop my assassin hood. Give me another occult southeast. Boom, pop the occult southeast. Use my boots. Ideally, we try to avoid obstructions. This is in the way, but luckily I was able to get around. But we want to try to avoid these things, and then we keep moving. Okay. When we need to use multiple occults to kite to create a ton of distance, again, we want to use that royal jacket as we move. And I'm only popping assassin hood if I'm at a safe distance away from anything that could interrupt me. If it's just a DPS there, not a huge deal. If it's a tank sitting on top of you and they're able to interrupt you, drop a silence Q on you, snare charge you, right? Obviously, don't pop your assassin hood there because it's going to get interrupted. So again, it'll be E, boots. I'm at the end of the occult. I jacket, and then I'm boom. I'm safe. Oh, they're coming. I need to keep moving here. And then I pop the occult when I can, use boots when I can. And I want to make sure that during the kiting, I want to stay at the very back That way, when my occult does come back up, I'm able to drop it at the very back, and so the rest of the Zerg is able to use the entire length of the occult.